So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the surround up, and then I'm going to put my glue down, and then flip it back down and clamp it. So a lot of surrounds will flip up like that, some will not. If they will not, you'll have to pull it up, hold it, put glue down, let it fall, move your way around. Alright. So what I'm using here is just E6000. And I just kind of put it on in a circular motion, and then I just go around the holes. I try not to get it to where the glue will go seep down through the holes. Sometimes you'll get a little bit, and at that point, what you can do, you can clean it off as you go, or you can clean it off after you put the surround down and clamped it. I just try not to get. I try to go around the bolt holes, as you can see. I just put a little around them. Let's go back and make sure I got enough everywhere. You don't have to use E6000. Sometimes I use my epoxy. If I've got it out, I'll use E6000 at times. A lot of times I do use that. You can use CA glue, whatever you have on hand. But like I said, as you can see, I'm just using E6000. A lot of people will use it. It works absolutely fine. It works great, actually. So just making sure I got enough everywhere. Okay. A second, let me go ahead and put the lid back on it. And when I put the clamps on, what I like to do is, just make sure everything still, looks good. Kind of go around, just, tap it down a little. And then I do my clamps cross-sectionally. Like I'll put one over there, then, one over here. And then I just alternate. And I usually do it around the bolt holes first. It's just what I've always done. Just kind of make sure that the surround still stays even around the bolt holes. And then once I've gotten those done, then I'll go back and put them in between them. I mean, you don't have to do it the way that I do it. It's just, like I said, it's just the way that I've always done it. So I got a little glue that's starting to ease out right there. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to mess with it, so you just let it dry, and then you can clip it off. And then it actually may not even cause a problem at all. One thing that I did do is I already went back and glued in the triple joint. Just put a thin bead around it. Now with E6000, I tend to like to let it sit up about a half hour or so before I remove the clamps. Sometimes an hour, depending on, you know, how warm or cold it is in the house. Okay, so got that all clamped down in place, as you can see. What I'm going to do is just let that sit for about at least a half an hour, and then I'll come back and I will remove the clamps from it. And once I've done that, I am going to go back and put a few more extra clamps around it. But once I've done that, like I said, 30 minutes to an hour, because the weather is cooling off. So once I've done that, take this off. I'll go ahead and just put the gasket back on it and let that be. And then all I have to do at that point is just the dust caps. So I guess in about 45 minutes to an hour, I will be back.